everyone understood what is Gopāṣṭami? Why we celebrate Gopāṣṭami? Yeah, it's to honor Mother Cow. As we said, in our culture, we consider cow to be our mother. She gives us milk. Actually, if you see the cow, she needs very little, but she gives so much in return. We just need to give her a place to stay and just some grass or something to eat. Okay, hay, a grass, a little bit something to eat. But she gives milk, which can be turned into so many different delicacies. And milk also, cow's milk is scientifically proven to have different qualities compared to the milk of other animals. And it has been proven to have a very high content of vitamin B, especially B12. We hear these days, B12 people are lacking and you need to take B12 supplements. Cow's milk has B12. It's also been known to protect against radiation. Protect against radiation. So when someone is recovering from cancer or going through chemotherapy or radiotherapy, cow's milk is recommended to protect the body from the ill effects of the radiation. And from a Shastric point of view, cow's milk refines the brain tissue. So it gives us the ability to understand things more easily. So that this is cow's, and that's just milk. The gobar, as we were saying, okay, we don't use it in the cities, but we should, actually. And in the villages, we know that we use the gobar a lot, and it's proven, again, scientifically proven to be antiseptic. When we use that to clean our house, it's totally antiseptic. So that's just two of the things, and then cow, we have also the cow urine. Cow urine also, Gau Mata is also, again, has many medicinal properties. All the things that have been mentioned in our Shastras before, modern science is only now, quote-unquote, discovering it. I would say they are rediscovering what ancient, Vedic culture has already discovered thousands of years before. So they're basically corroborating, modern science is corroborating what has already been mentioned before. So cow, Mother Cow, she gives us so much. She gives us so much. And, not only she is so selfless, she gives us so much in, asking for very little, but gives us so much in return. And we know that this is part of our culture. Mother Cow is, worshipped in our culture. But you may have heard that in recent years, even in so-called modern society, the importance of the cow has been given a new status, elevated to a new status. Because in general, Western culture, sometimes they laugh at us Indians. How can you worship a cow? It's an animal, So they think we are regressive. They think we are backward, like this. For them, cow is an animal. So they just slaughter and they just eat the meat. They eat beef. So they look down upon Indians thinking that, this is what kind of strange culture, backward culture is this? You worship cow like this, okay? And unfortunately, many Indians are also influenced by this thinking. So the sanctity of cows has also become minimized in Indian society, in Vedic culture. There are many Indians who eat beef without even understanding the consequences of, what we are doing. It's like eating the flesh of your own mother. We wouldn't consider doing that, But Mother Cow is mother. So to eat beef, it's extremely, extremely wrong to do that. And the point I was trying to make is that Indians, one thing, we are beginning to value less, Mother Cow in our own culture. But conversely, you see that in Western culture, in Western they are starting to understand the value of cows. Have you heard not so long ago about this therapy called cow cuddling? Cow hugging, cow cuddling. Have you heard of this? No? Yes. Several years ago, especially during COVID times, especially during the pandemic, we know we had to isolate, right? So isolation, mental health became a big problem for a lot of people because they couldn't socialize. And human beings, we are meant to socialize. So because this was not available anymore, a lot of them started having issues, withdrawal symptoms and anxiety, depression, like this. And one of the things that helped during COVID time, it started at that time, it's still going on now, is cow cuddling. You go to a farm and you hug a cow and you cuddle a cow. And so many people have been cured of depression and anxiety just by this act. The cow is the most gentle animal. I'm using the word animal, but she's so gentle. She is so gentle. How many of you have actually done some go seva? Yeah? What kind of go seva? You feed the cow? Feeding? Yes. Yeah. Feeding a lot of us have done because it's in our sanskar, yeah? It's in our culture. We know we have to feed the cows. How about anything else? Have you brushed a cow? Milk the cow? You've done that? Wow, okay. For me, I find that fascinating because I can never get that right. And I'm always afraid of being kicked by the cow as well. So, yeah, milking, that's fantastic.
The dung I put the dung in the village.
Yes, the cow dung. Yes, yeah, nice. But for many of us, our association with cows goes as far as to just feeding them. Okay, we know we have to feed them. But if you spend time with cows, you'll find that they are so loving. They're so gentle, they're so loving, they're so affectionate. And they sense your moods. They know how you're feeling. For example, if you go to milk a cow, if you're in a bad mood, angry mood, the cow will not give milk. She will not give milk. Because she knows you are not in the right frame of mind. Same with the bull also. Bulls have to be trained because bulls can be used for plowing the land, for agriculture, right? But they have to be trained to do that. So the bull keeper, to train, they have to be very calm. They have to be very patient. So when we deal with cows, if we are not calm and patient, the cows will not interact with us. They will not respond with us. So automatically when we are around cows, we have to be gentle. We have to be calm. We have to be tolerant. Like these, all the qualities that we need in today's fast-paced, rajasic world. Everything is in the mode of passion. Fast. Get this done, get that done. To-do list, certain time frame. This is how we function. But when we are around cows, we have to automatically slow down. We have to calm down. We have to, we have to be sattvic, basically, because the cow is a sattvic animal. Okay, so when we are around cows, we take on those qualities of becoming more sattvic. And this is very helpful for people who have anxiety disorders, depression disorders like this. So cow hugging, cow cuddling is a big thing now. In the West, they charge. They charge money. You go to a farm to cuddle a cow for a short while, they actually charge you money for doing this. In India, we can easily, okay, find a cow and just do that. But cows are very, very special animals. They're very special animals. So the point I'm trying to make is, yes, we're celebrating Gopāṣṭami. Yes, there is a spiritual, religious significance behind that. But let us also understand that, you can see the pattern, you can see the trend, that whatever our Vedic culture and, Shastras have told us, have been telling us for thousands of years. Initially, non-Indians, non-Bharatiyas, they sneer. They sneer at us, or they say, oh, this is all superstition, this and that. But you can see that later on, so-called modern science starts to validate what our culture is saying through discoveries. They say it's scientific discovery, this and that, but Are Baba, this has been said in our Shastras for thousands of years ago already. Okay? So it's sad that we Indians, who come from such a rich culture and heritage, we know very little about our own rich heritage, and we only accept it, or we only take it seriously when we get validation from the West. Isn't it sad? Yeah? How did we get to this point? It's sad. It really is sad. So it's time for us to, wake up, Jiv Jago. Wake up and understand that what we have, our culture and tradition that we have, is rich, it's meaningful, and it stands on its own merit. It doesn't need validation from anywhere else, okay? Or anyone else. It stands on its own merit. But the problem is we are not putting in the effort to learn and to imbibe it and to put it into practice. And it is our loss. If we don't do that, it's our loss. Our loss meaning not only those of us sitting here, but if we don't value it, what is going to happen to our next generation? They'll see a cow and they'll just say, oh, it's food. Right? They'll lose the sanctity of cows, why we do puja, what she can give us, why we worship cows. All this is going to be lost if we ourselves don't understand and don't teach it to our children. So let's start with ourselves, okay? This is the first point to understand that, our Vedic culture, our sanskar, our Bharatiya sanskar does not need validation from any quarter. It stands on its own merit. Let's be proud of it, okay? Let's take it seriously, be proud of it, adopt it seriously in our lives, put it into practice, teach it to our next generation. Is that okay, everyone? Kar sakte ho? Yes, we all have a duty to do this. ये मोदी जी का काम नहीं है. It is not his responsibility to. अकेला कितना कर सकती हूँ, right? How much can Modi ji and Amit Shah do? Right? They're doing as much as is possible, but it's not their responsibility. Whose responsibility is it? Ours. Each one of us sitting here, we have to do our part. We have to do our part. Not just because we are Bharatiya, so we have to, protect this one. No, because Sanatana Dharma is not for Hindus. Sanatana Dharma is for everyone. Vasudeva Kudumpakam. Sanatana Dharma is for everyone. It's not for Hindus. And if you look at the principles of Sanatana Dharma, you will see that it is for human beings. It's not for Indians or Chinese or Americans or whoever. It is for human beings. Manushya ke liye. So we have to do our part. Okay? So let's take this seriously and do our part. Oh, I thought Monica ji was saying okay to me. So, and one way we can do this is, when we go to house programs, we always bring books to distribute to people, for you to read, for you to share with others. Knowledge is very important. Without knowledge, we won't know what is the reason behind the things we do. So one way we can help to uphold Sanatana Dharma and also to propagate is to read the books and to share it, give it to others so that they can also read and learn something from it. So we brought some books. We request you, I make a humble appeal, humble request to everyone. Please take these books, read them and share them with others. Is that okay, everyone? Okay. Yes? Yes, thank you, everyone.